Hi everybody, welcome. We're just about at the point where the month of Ramadan and fasting begins. And there's a new buzzword that has become very popular. It's associated with fasting. Have you heard of it? It's called autophagy. So what is it and what does it have to do with fasting, particularly intermittent fasting such as the Ramadan fast? Stay tuned to find out. Let's talk about autophagy. Autophagy comes from the Greek word autophagos, which means self-eating or self-devouring. Essentially, it means to eat oneself at the cellular level. It is the process by which a cell breaks down the components of the cell that are damaged or not being used and recycles them. Essentially, it's like taking the components of the cell that aren't working anymore and breaking them down to build new parts. So how does this happen at the cellular level? A membrane forms around the cell parts that are no longer useful, called the autophagosome. This structure recognizes the parts of the cell itself that need to go and engulfs them. There's another structure in the cell called the lysosome. The lysosome contains enzymes and breaks down material such as larger molecules, bacteria, and other microorganisms, and also old cell parts. They essentially rid the cell of waste, including foreign material, not just the cellular component. But what happens with autophagy is that these two organelles, the autophagosome and the lysosome, come together, and essentially they merge. So you have these two specialized structures, the autophagosome and the lysosome, and they fuse, and then the breakdown begins. Once these components of the cell are broken down, what's released are molecules that can be used as building blocks to remodel the cell. So the breakdown products, the amino acids and the fatty acids, are sent out to the rest of the body to remodel the tissues. And tissues are made up of cells, so the tissues are optimized by making new and improved cells. It's about replacing parts of the cell so that the tissues, organs, and ultimately the body function in the best way. Just imagine a machine with broken down components. It's going to affect the way a machine operates, and we can relate to that on a physical level. Aches and pains, frequent illnesses, fatigue, and inability to focus. Sometimes we feel just like we're not functioning as well as we could be. So the process of autophagy is important to our bodies to restore our well-being. Autophagy has many benefits. Some of the benefits of autophagy include building new cells, even nerve cells, and having a protective effect from diseases like dementia, reversing or slowing down the aging process, enhanced immunity through removal of pathogens and toxins, promoting the overall health of tissues and organs by recycling the old parts and using them to create new cells, promoting the overall health of tissues and organs by recycling the old parts and using them to create new cells. So the question is, what does fasting have to do with autophagy? Well, guess what? It stimulates and speeds up the very important process of autophagy. This is especially true for what is known as intermittent dry fasting. What is a dry fast? It's the kind of fast you're just about to start as you fast during this month of Ramadan. If the fasting window is long enough, autophagy will kick in and start to work for you to improve your overall well-being at the cellular level. And what turns autophagy off? Eating. Even if you take in a small amount of protein, it stops the process. Isn't that just amazing? So accelerating this process is something that is unique to fasting, and this dry fasting, that is no food or water, is one of the most effective ways to achieve autophagy in the least amount of time. This is just a general overview of autophagy and intermittent fasting. There's a lot of ongoing research in the field of autophagy, and more benefits are being discovered. If you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more on this and other health-related topics, please leave a comment below. And join us in our Facebook group where you can ask questions or discuss issues that are important to you. I wish you a blessed and wonderful month and happy fasting. And again, thanks for watching. If you're interested in hearing more about autophagy, please let me know in the comments below, because there's a lot of research going on and there are a lot of new things that have been discovered that we can discuss about the benefits of autophagy. It's a very interesting topic.